Greetings, humans and non-humans. It is me, the Four Souls guy, otherwise known as the Dweller of Basements. If you've been watching my channel, you lately have noticed that I've entered my Four Souls phase. Don't worry, I do got some other topics that isn't Four Souls related. I just wanted to do this Four Souls expansion trilogy out of the way. And, you know, the goal was to have it all done back to back, but, we, slowly became an unboxing channel, and then, you know, it also, like, sorry, it's been a busy year, but luckily, we have part 3 of the Four Souls Trilogy, I like to call it. We had the Gold expansion, the Plus expansion, now we're talking about the Promo Cards expansion. And by the time this video's done, Requiem will be mostly right around the corner. Man, like, I was like counting on Requiem to keep delaying itself just so I could keep not having to worry about this trilogy. But now that Requiem's on the corner, I gotta like finish this video. Me and Redstar gotta work on this together much quicker now. Well, let's talk about the main event. Promo cards. Promo cards are what separate the boys from the man when it comes to Four Souls collecting. This video will cover all the pre-Requiem promo cards, so that starts from the Comic-Con bloat all the way to It Lives. I'm aware that technically Corrupted Data and Ultra Pride are pre-Requiem promo cards, but those cards are going to be shipped with Four Souls Requiem, so I don't have my hands on them. Then there's also the retro promo cards that came with the Leviathan box for Eyes of Repentance, which those were also made before the Requiem Kickstarter, but they released after the Kickstarter. And along with those unboxing cards, the unboxing of Isaac cards, they don't have any promo remasters, so I'm gonna lump them with the post-Requiem promo cards, which also means I won't be talking about the unboxing promos, the G Fuel promos, or any star promo cards that were released after or during the Requiem Kickstarter. Oh, also, I did just mention the remaster promos. Let me explain those for those who aren't aware. The pre-Requiem promo cards, well, except the Comic-Con bloat for some reason, have all been digitally remastered with updated wording, backgrounds, and set symbols and borders. But they were made with the official. They were made for the official Four Souls table on Tabletop Simulator, or for people like such as myself to print them out, you know, ourselves to have in our own collection. These cards so far aren't planned to be released in an official capacity, even though I feel like they should. Like, I don't think people that like me who are collectors wouldn't find an issue, because these are technically different cards, and you know, for collectors' purposes, the original versions would probably hold more value. But I don't know, like, so like, let me bargain here. So if you're a Maestro employee hearing this, or Mr. McMillan himself, can we like have some limited time Four Souls product that's just the official print of the remastered promos, please? I'm begging you. It's like, you know, it's something I would like to have, and many others, I'm pretty sure. Back on topic, I mentioned the remastered promo cards since I have no plan to review those cards unless they have an official print in the future. As the goals of my previous videos of this trilogy, my goal is to break down these mini expansions, as some would call them, and give you my opinions of these cards so you can make a better judgment if you should seek out these cards or not. Did you miss on some epic cards, or did you miss on something that isn't too special? Well, let's find out. Comic-Con bloat. Okay, thank you, VTuber Dweller, for introducing us to this topic. Oh, gee, I wonder what card this is, but, yeah, if you didn't know, this is the Comic-Con bloat. It has the same wording of the old bloat. I mean, okay, this is the bloat we got right now, which got changed again, which I'll put that on screen, so many bloats, but, yeah, this is,
Comic-Con bloat. At first we used to call it cute bloat, but then, well, you'll find out why we call it Comic-Con bloat now. And unlike the original counterpart, it actually has the old back. Before monster cards were gonna have this back without the bone border, but then they decided to put the bone border in. Oh, this is pretty cool Four Souls history. I know some people don't consider this to be a Four Souls promo card because it's a different material and it has a different back, but I don't know, I kind of like playing with it just because, you know, I was going through the monster deck and it's like, ooh, I wonder who it is, and we're all laughing, ha 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 ha, and then it's like, boom, it's cute bloat. So yeah, it's essentially the same as normal bloat right here, but the wording's a bit different because, well, this is the old wording, and then it got changed to this, which then got changed to that. Yeah, a lot of bloat reworks. And there's no symbol on this, and I guess the interesting part about it was that it had a link to the foursouls.com, which is a link that's been used for many things. It was first the first Kickstarter, then the Four Souls like old broken website, which yikes, and then it became the new Kickstarter page, and who knows when it probably the next item shop or whatever admin uses it. I don't know, it's pretty cool that he uses the link for different things. So yeah, this is the foursouls.com, not foursouls.com, but there's a difference. Yeah, overall, I like the artwork. I'm really glad that it got used for another card. We'll see later, but yeah, this is the first promo card that I consider this a promo card. Edmund considers a promo card. Might be one of the rarer cards.
So yeah, Comic-Con bloat. As you could tell, it's a very interesting card for Four Souls collectors to have. I know this is like a little pattern when it comes to the Four Souls collecting community. Like, if you own the card, you know, like, oh, yeah, it counts for the collection. And those people that don't own it, they're like, no, it doesn't count. It's not a real card, guys. It's not even the same batch of material. But I'm sorry, the man himself, Mr. McMillan, was like, yep, it's a promo. So because of that, I consider this a promo card. And I don't know, like, I don't really see a super bummed out if you were to miss out this card. I feel like it's literally the same card effect, but just different artwork. And then there's technically a better version of that card out there with the same artwork. So, like, if you don't have this card, you're not missing out on much. That's all I'm gonna say. It's more of like a pristine Four Souls collector kind of thing. Also, fun fact, I don't remember where the source was. I think it was on the Edmund Discord AMA on the Isaac server, but I believe the story was there was a whole bunch of Comic-Con bloats. So technically they weren't rare at a certain point, which, if you weren't aware, I got mine on eBay pretty, like, dirt cheap. And then everyone did, people that had them in the conventions didn't know what to do with them, so, like, just threw them away. And they had, like, many of them. All discarded. Gone. Reduced to atoms. So, yeah, good luck if you're trying to find this card now.
Did you consider the PAX bloat as a promo card? Some say it counts, and some say it doesn't. I do now. It wasn't PAX. It was actually Comic-Con, not PAX bloat. No one wanted anything because they were garbage. And now suddenly it's the most valuable card ever, and the hardest thing to find in the world.
Target promos.
The next three cards we're going to go over are the target cards. These three cards were given if you were, well, not given, but you're found inside this copy of the Binding of Isaac Four Souls, the Target Edition. They sold these at Target. Pretty nice. It says right here, featuring 3 exclusive cards. And, well, these are the 3 cards. The 3 treasure cards. We got Deadeye. Oh, sorry, I burped. Deadeye, Marked, and Epic Fetus. Deadeye and Marked are both passive treasures. Epic Fetus is an active treasure. The first one, I mean, we saw Bloat, but Bloat's a monster. I'm going in depth for the treasure cards for sure. Each time you deal damage to a monster, gain +1 damage till end of turn. Pretty sweet. Almost like the video game, except there's no disbenefits for missing. Marked. Each time you make your first attack roll for your turn, you may change the dice result into a 5. Pretty awesome. And Epic Fetus. You tap it, deal 1 damage to a monster, player, and yourself. So this is kind of like a last resort. Like, you have 2 HP, the monster's almost dead, and you know what? Let's just deal some damage like that. That's the only effective way I could see it using. Otherwise, it's kind of really hard to justify using it, but yeah. Also, it has a Bible quote. I should have been, as though I have not been, carried from the womb to tomb. Job 1019. And yeah, these are the 3 target cards. They have a little symbol, which I'll put on screen right there, a better picture of the card, and you can see the symbol. And I like these the most. These were honestly, for a long time, my favorite promo cards, is because the quality actually matched the first print of Four Souls card stock. The card stock changes throughout the whole thing, but yeah.
So, the target cards. Honestly, I think it's safe to say that these might be the absolute best promo cards out there, like balance-wise, appearance-wise, even the card material-wise. Like it was the closest like colors, like to the print, that these fit in the most of the base game. Like honestly, like these are a high quality standard that I kind of wish going forward that our promos follow this example. Because you know, I don't want to say like which ones they are, but there's some where you can see the colors are slightly off or the cut's a bit off, and it's like, oof, like I could tell like when I'm playing with my friends. Like, I don't tell them this because I don't want them to know, because like I don't want them to have the immersion break, but I could tell when it's like, oh yeah, it's a promo card coming up, and I could see in the back like, oh no, it's it's a thing that keeps me up at night, you know, knowing that all my cards, you know, that many of them don't fit in. But luckily we don't have to worry about that when it comes to the target cards. And honestly, like I don't know, if you don't have these cards, it's no biggie, but I would recommend trying to find these. Yeah. Star promos.
Now the next ones I believe we have here are 2 promo cards that were sold separately. They didn't come together. These were just like, you ordered something in Studio 71. I believe this was like the Christmas thing, and I don't know what's special about this Eden, but yeah, we got another bloat, guys. It's green bloat, champion bloat. I like to call him champion bloat because if you didn't know there was a champion bloat that's greenish. And he has a slightly reworked ability compared to normal bloat right here. We'll just compare the things right there. I'll put both art on screen so you can see. They're real shiny, really cool. They have this is where they have the star promos. I mean, most people call them like the shop promos or general promos. I don't know, but I call them the star promos because they have a little star. Granted, I don't know why Eden's star is like in the paper, but like bloat's like outside the paper. That's really weird. And this was the first time that we had an Eden variant, and as well as that, the first time we had a promo character card, technically. Pretty awesome to have. Felt great owning these.
Okay, so we got the first of the Star Cards expansion. You know, green bloats and an Eden card. The bloats, it's debatable if you really want to collect the bloat cards, since like there's a card that literally punishes you for owning more bloat cards, and just all that bloats. Sorry, just a little bit what's the word? Cross is, yeah, that sounds like a good word. I'm crossed to know that there's more bloats out there, and then the fact that Mr. McMillan decided, hey guys, we're gonna make a Duke of Flies not. Yeah, I see what you're doing there, Edmund, with the new bloat card right there. You know, 4 souls, more like 4 bloats. Am I right? Okay, sorry, that's just a little mini rant. It's debatable if you really want to collect these or not. I guess for collectors, if you're not, I'm just saying, like, if you want to add this for more game value, I'm not sure. But I could say that the Eden promos, those, you should try to seek those out, you know, because it adds more Eden gameplays. Like, I don't know, there's a popular game mode where people like just play with 4 Edens, and it's pretty fun, you know. I totally recommend that. So yeah, collect Edens. You know, like I would kind of lean towards that. Bloats are optional, and yeah, you're not missing too much, you know, but you also been. It's just a nice addition to have. They're pretty neat. Gish promos.
The next here are the Gish cards, which I really wish I had my Gish box, but I'll just put a picture of it on screen. If these were the 2 bonus items you got for, I mean, granted, the Gish box came with a lot of goodies. It came with a little mini poster, the box itself, the little jewel case. But this was my Covenant treasure. I was gonna get it anyway, just because I'm a big fan of Gish. But knowing there's Four Souls cards, I have 2 other ones, which I also actually know. Just hold on right there. I actually have them right next to me. Now I feel pretty glad that I actually have these. Okay, so here are the original versions, original prints, which, I don't know, you get a little zoom in right there and see how the borders were. And also technically the size was a little bit bigger, I believe. I remember there was a big thing where someone said, "Oh, well, these fit right in," and then the guy from Limited Run Games was like, "Yeah, they'll fit right in nicely," and they didn't fit in nicely. And I got lucky with my reprint because like they reprinted the cards, you know. So I guess on eBay you gotta watch out if you're getting like the first print or the second print, because you know those are pretty yikes. But some people's second print are even more yikes, where they have a little corner cut. I don't know. I'll put a picture as well. But yeah, the Gish, oof. Let's break down what this, I guess, mini expansion has. They have a little G for the symbol. You got a treasure card called Little Gish. Choose a deactivate item and play that item does not recharge at the start of its controller's next turn. Honestly, it's alright. I mean, not the greatest treasure, but not the worst either. I actually do see its uses right here. But everyone, when they talk about the Gish expansion, they refer to the Gish card. So before we, dive into the meat and potatoes, let's talk about the artwork. I'm just gonna put a picture right there so you can see. It's pretty nice to see the little tar sticking to the paper. I really love that detail a lot. That's my favorite part of the card. But granted, people, like to talk about the words of the card, which that is the most important part of the card. The art's just a secondary thing, and yeah, let's go over that. It has 6 HP, 3 dice rolls, so it's trying to do math. 4 out of 6 times you're gonna hit it, because remember, 3 also counts. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 4 out of 6 chances of hitting it. Pretty good odds right there. Deals 1 damage. Each player must attack this on their turn. So basically, it's a pretty nice card that allows you to force players to not be on their phones and being distracted, makes them more engaged. And when this dies, choose a player. That player skips their next turn, and they get a soul and treasure. I like the card. I'm sorry, I know there's a great Gish debate of oh man, this is so bad. And then there's that famous quote where everyone was like, how is this unbalanced? But how is this unbalanced? I know I'm gonna get canceled by the Four Souls community for saying that, but I'm sorry. I guess the people are mad if the strong player kills it and then makes a weaker player weaker, but I feel like they would make the second strongest player weaker by making them skip a turn. But as well as that, there's a chance that everyone helps the weaker player band together, kill this card, and then make the strongest player lose a turn. I don't know. And 6 HP isn't bad. I said there's a 4 and 6 chance of hitting it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I've fallen from grace, But then again, I always had the weird opinions in the Four Souls community, So yeah, that's my thoughts on Gish.
Trying to see how I take this approach. So we've seen the iceberg. You would know that the Gish cards, had trouble with the prints, and I don't know. This is kind of weird because if you're seeking out these cards, I don't know which one is what do you want more? The first print where they came off all weird, or the new and sometimes improved print of the second one? I don't know. It's kind of scary because I don't know which one had some more value. I own both, so it doesn't matter. But I don't even know where to begin it. Because it's I'm mixed when it comes to this. It's not even, I'm not even talking about the balance. I'm just talking about like how these should have been a premium quality product when it comes to like, you know, having these cards that fit in with the base game. But that's a bit troublesome. If you have sleeves, I don't think you have to worry too much. Also, I think Gish is fine. Like, I'm not gonna say it's like the most balanced card, but I'm gonna say it's unbalanced either. I'm gonna go with Edmund and say, how is this unbalanced? Like, I think a lot of people in the Four Souls community just don't like having cards that force you to be engaged of the table, which I get what Edmund was trying to do here, you know, like he wanted to make people stop being on their phones, you know, and have some card that forces all to gang up, you know, and maybe attempt to weaken the strongest player. I mean, that could happen, yeah. I mean, also the strong player could kill Gish and then, you know, punish the weak player, but I mean, that could always happen with any other instance, you know, so it's not a Gish exclusive thing, so like, yeah, I think Gish is fine. Oh yeah, collection purposes. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, this is, I'm gonna leave it up to you. I'm just gonna point out that it's gonna be kind of tricky to find the ones you want, probably because remember there's two sets of them. Ones where they're printed pretty bad, and some where they're printed okay-ish, and sometimes those okay-ish ones have a square corner. Star promos. 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Now, before we go to the next set of cards, we're going to talk about these 2 promo cards. Another Eden, so now we have 3 Edens if we are counting, because we have the base Eden and long hair Eden and then short hair Eden. And we also got Cute Bloat. Now that's why we call this one Cute Bloat, because it has different, as now using a different card, and pretty awesome. Let me grab the other one. So let's compare the 2. As you see, the stats are different, the ability is different, but they use the same artwork, which is really nice. It's pretty solid, because I felt bad that this card, you know, didn't get its proper use of its art. I don't know. I mean, if this was unique forever, I mean, that would be pretty cool, you know, because I'm like, yo, this is like the most exclusive thing out there. But I'm pretty happy that it got a chance to shine again. And yeah, I really love the artwork right here. The ability is pretty solid, but I mean, granted, only monster I'm gonna go over was just Gish, because I keep hearing a lot of people talk about Gish all the time back in the day. And then we got a new Eden card, so pretty same stats, everything. Stars on the paper. I don't know if this one has a star, actually. It doesn't. Oh, it's supposed to have a star. Oh gosh. I know they made like if you go to the foursouls.com website, there's like remastered promos, which I'll put on screen, and they do have a star on it, because it should have a star.
So we got 2 more star promos. I could lump them together, but I thought it'd be nice to have the history of how you obtain each cards in each mini segment with Live Action Dweller. You know, give props to Live Action Dweller. You know. Also, fun fact: these were like recorded like last year. So yeah, surprise. Okay. Back on the main thing. So another Eden, another Bloat. I got the same opinions about Bloat, and I got the same opinions about Eden. Good luck collecting these, if you want them. Tapeworm promos.
Now, these sets next of cards are the Tapeworm cards. You got this if you had the shiny box of Tapeworm, which mine has a signature of Edmund, which, come, Edmund, well, what happened here? Like, let's be real, you know, like, was your Sharpie running out of ink, or, I don't know, man, like, I'm scared to use this box, you know, yeah, I don't get it, but, yeah, okay, let's go over, the cards right here. We have Tapeworm, which, this is the first, promo unique character, you know, we never had this, and technically we still don't. I mean, I guess you could count the Kickstarter and the alt art and Warp Zone cards promo cards, which Edmund kind of considers them, but I don't know, I feel they feel too big of an expansion to warrant the promo, because I mean, I guess it's promoting the current thing, but when I think of promo cards, I think like a small section of cards, or 1 to 2 if you're lucky. Tapeworm got a lot. And you know, they're helped to promote this. So it just was helped to promote Tapeworm, the card game on Kickstarter. And this is the character card, Tapeworm. And the item, Pink Protoglyph. Proglotid. Worm eggs. I don't really know how to pronounce this word. I'll just call this Petunia because that's technically the name. The abilities of these cards are pretty awesome, which, I don't know, I'm going to put all of them right here, as you can see. We have, here's Greg, here's Minkus, here's Boris over here. I guess this should be the order. This was actually the first Worm Boy artwork right here for a treasure card. He always did monsters, he never did treasure cards, so this is pretty cool to see. And this was the last Tarhead cards, but we're not gonna talk about it. So yeah, these are pretty cool because all of them have, mechanics revolve around egg counters. So something has an egg counter, something with an egg counter, and if things happen, and if you have multiple of these, a lot of crazy shenanigans happen. I guess the best way to describe it, they're kind of like slivers from Magic the Gathering, but that's really a weird way to, I don't think people know what slivers are, but yeah, that's the best way I can describe them. Pretty cool, honestly. I've rarely see them in play because for some reason whenever I play Four Souls, they just happen to be just a few cards away. And actually, I haven't even played with Tapeworm. I'm actually kind of sad and depressed about that statement. Yeah, I've had him for I'm not sure how long, but every time I shuffle the character deck, I've never seen or played against Tapeworm. Oh my goodness. Okay. I guess I can't really give any thoughts about Tapeworm. I could give thoughts on Red Poltergood, it's pretty good, and White one, but that's about it. I haven't even encountered Boris. Oh man, this is sad. However, I have encountered Rainbow Tapeworm. Now this, I love this trinket. This might be the strongest trinket of the game, period. At the start of your turn, roll 1 to 3 nothing, 4 to 6. I said 4 to 6. Okay, maybe use my main dice. There we go. I knew. There we go. Sorry, I use that dice all the time. It knows me. The heart of the dice. 4 to 6. This becomes a copy of any non-eternal item in play to the end of your turn. Yeah. It's just really good. I wish you could see my facial expressions, but sadly today's not the face reveal video. I mean, technically there is one on the channel if you just look for it. So yeah, honestly, this is pretty cool because in Tapeworm there are Rainbow Worm pieces, but we never saw the head. So now we finally see what the face of Rainbow Tapeworm looks like, and we don't know its name actually. That's pretty interesting as well. I barely thought about that. And really cool worm, really cool trinket, like it. And then also we have Tapeworm. Actually, this might be the last of Tarhead. So yeah, this is a monster with an egg counter mechanic. If someone with the thing, it could come back to life. It's pretty cool. I actually have fought this a few times, and I like it. I like the background too.
So, this is a pretty interesting thing for us. Like, I really think this might be the top priority when it comes to collecting Four Souls promo cards. Because this is a whole brand new character, keep this in mind, like, something like this has never been done before, and so far, the closest thing we have is the upcoming Warp Zone expansion, which technically that's considered a promotional set, which, that means there's unique characters in that, but, like, granted, I feel like a lot of players have obtained those when it comes to Four Souls collecting, but, the Tapeworm one's like, oh man, this is pretty interesting. So yeah, we have a brand new character, which I think that's the big highlight about this. The other thing is that we have all these cards that have the synergy together with the egg counters, or however you want to call them. So that's pretty cool. Also, I guess if I could mention, in the Iceberg video, I did talk about how, I could have caused a change, by having, Mr. Melon, I talked to him, on the live stream. I was like, yo, would it be kind of cool if, like, the cards were named after the worms' names, instead of Protoglyph, or I don't even know how to pronounce this, but it's basically, like a segment part of the tapeworm that's like an egg and it grows, and it's pretty weird and nasty, but, No, instead we got Edmund. I'm assuming he forgot, or maybe he just didn't like the idea of having the cards named Minkus, Greg, Petunia, and I want to say the other one's Boris. I could be wrong. I hope not. It's been a while since I've talked to people about the tapeworm names, and yeah, you know. The Not Safe for Work promo.
And I guess we'll talk about the forbidden card. So there's tapeworm, and then there's a Not Safe for Work version. You know, something that goes along of dick knots. And well, there is the dick knot monster. I'm not sure how YouTube Susan's gonna be mad for me saying this, but this is all gonna be censored. We're gonna put on screen the card so you can see the words. The words are really tiny for this one, but don't worry, it's gonna be censored. It's censored. And it's pretty odd because this is the first stats with X stats on it because it changes, and I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be like a ticking time bomb, but the thing is, like, if you cover it up with another monster, it kind of like makes the ticking time bomb go away, and I don't know. It's just like not really great of a monster. I don't know, it's poorly designed. Yeah, that's not tapeworm, the Not Safe for Work version.
So we got that funny Not Safe for Work card, huh? It's pretty interesting. I don't know, like, I consider this like a historic card for Four Souls you know, history. You know, we don't have many times in a game, you know, that, like, I mean, technically this game could be a mature, you know, adult game, kind of, but, like, not to the point where I have to censor the card, you know, like, I can't even show this card. I mean, I could, probably, you know, because I'm a small, obscure channel, so, like, YouTube won't miss me if I just, you know, disappeared. But, you know, I'm trying to, hopefully, you know, stay monetizational in the future, so I can't show the card. Granted, if you look it up, you can look it up easily. The card effect itself is a bit, it's like, I don't know, like, I feel like for card collecting purposes, I would only get it just for the novelty of it. It's not super cool in effect, especially since you can just cover up the monster. And then when you do that, like, when I mean cover up, I mean like attack the top of the monster deck, and they'll basically remove its things, and then it'll basically restart the clock. It's supposed to be like a ticking time bomb, but it's a pretty failed version of that. I guess, like, if they were to do a card like this, they'll make it dominable, or I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a new Four Souls term that basically makes it where cards that can't be covered up or be replaced. And yeah, I think that would probably fix the card's main effect. I guess I could also mention something that, if you watch the Iceberg, you probably know this, but in case you didn't, you know, one of my online acquaintances, Seven, did suggest that this card, you know, for its set symbol to have it be less than equal 3, and they got it, you know, so cool that Edmund listens to some people when it comes to suggestions, you know. Okay, I have no beef against Mr. McMillan, you know, like, just hope that one day I could cause change for Four Souls. Star Promos 3. The third one.
And lastly, we have It Lives. I'm not going over any post-Requiem cards because I know there are the two Ultra Pride and I don't remember the other card. Oh, it was like a glitch item or something like that. Those two, I'm counting that as part of Requiem, even though they have the old stars. And also there's, like, you know, Gen Con Eden, which I'm really glad that I actually have a way to have obtained it. Pretty excited for it arriving. But here's It Lives, pretty cool. And they're gonna update the Bible card, as we'll show you the old one, with this new one, which includes It Lives. Pretty awesome. First card drawn by Hamberry to be part of Four Souls. Really awesome. Also, you get a heart for when it's a mega boss. I like mega bosses. I know some people don't. And we also have, like, these other promo cards, the unboxing series, and then the star promos that come after. But I'm not gonna go over these. that's gonna be its own separate video. You know, post Requiem expansions. I make his unboxing series as well. Would be his own separate video. But yeah, this is probably the end of Four Souls reviews until Requiem. I don't know. I really like what the selection of cards we got. It's been a real fun pleasure. Because that's sometimes frustrating, you know, like driving all the way across the city just to get a copy of Four Souls again, just to get some 3 cards, or buying games. I mean, granted, Tapeworm's really fun. I played it a lot of times. Buying promotion stuff. Oh yeah, It Lives. You gotta buy something as well. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a special feeling knowing that I have every single card and every single variant of cards, because if you include the limited edition of Four Souls, plus I have every single card and every single variation, and I don't know, it felt really special, it felt charming. Yeah, this is probably it. I'll let the rest of VTuber Dweller to take care of it. Yo, see ya.
Okay, everyone, so we got another Star promos here, and it's Lives, and it's pretty awesome that, you know, this is like, I guess, quote-unquote, new. Technically, it's not new. I don't know how to start off with this. I guess we could start off with the fact that they had to update the Bible in the new print of Four Souls, which is pretty cool in the 2.0 print. It now mentions that it also kills Mom's heart and it lives. Does it actually? Let me double check that actually. You know, this is some quick little searches. You know, just clickety clack. You know, hear my clickety clacks. Yep. Okay, yep, this is the place in Dweller, you know, we like to fact check while recording, you know, good on me, you know, well, you, the audience, probably seeing the card right next to me, you know, and it's no biggie, so, you already know what's going on, but, you know, I did the research. So that's a pretty cool fact that it now includes It Lives in the new Bible card, I like that. Also, fun fact, this was the first card, I believe, for people, like the public, to have obtained. That was done by Hamberry, which was pretty interesting because at the time we didn't have any new Four Souls artists. So this is the time we actually got to taste one of the new artists' artwork, and it was pretty exciting to see. Will I collect it? Yeah. I mostly because like you're gonna have like a card that mentions another card, and not having that card will probably like, you know, like trigger my OCD. So no matter what, I probably would have to put like It Lives in like, I don't know, like in the top like 3, which I know there's not that many promo card expansions to look out for, but it's probably one of those, you know, like yeah, Tapeworm would probably be the top one, and then like the Eden cards, and then I'll put It Lives right there. Yeah, It Lives.